My spiritual and physical life appeared to be at odds.
Oh. In what way?
I have I feel biased toward spiritual, and I have a lot of shame about the
physical aspects?
Yeah.
Which aspects specifically?
Money and sex.
Okay.
Getting. Like the reasons for getting pleasure, and they feel at odds with my
spiritual beliefs?
Spiritual life, yeah.
Okay.
This is a dream come true, by the way.
Oh. Can I have a moment? Something that has driven me nuts is that for thousands upon thousands of years, human beings have separated their humanity from their divinity. They have separated spirituality from physicality, and it's complete and total BS. Most of this is religious in its origins, which has nothing to do with spirit. It has everything to do with social control. Why does it benefit society to control your sexuality?
So I don't go wild.
What if you go wild sexually? What's the consequence for society? I need you guys to see this clearly, how this developed. Should I make this make more sense? It's the year 200 BC. What's the problem in my society if you are screwing every woman?
Lots of kids.
Mm-hmm. Now what happens to them?
They have to be fed and cared for, and schools have to be built.
Are women free agents? Yes. Not back then. So if a woman is owned by a man, thus she is property, and she is knocked up by another man, what kind of a problem does that present in society? Now whose property is she? Now whose property are the children? Now there is social unrest, because I can tell you that the guy who's married to that woman is going to kill you. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm not sure how it relates to...
Because it's in your DNA.
Yeah.
And it's not just that, it's bred into your... you, regardless of how awakened you would like to think you are, we are all programmed with societal constructs. It happens all day, every day, and you even come into it genetically before you're born.
I feel a lineage aspect to the suffering that I feel, like the...
Yes.
You know, the men in my family worked very, very hard, and the women didn't have to. And I don't feel capable of putting that much effort into my career. It feels antithetical to my spiritual.
Okay. Well, do you want to stick with work or sex first?
Oh. They feel intertwined to me. Like if I could be successful, I could have a wife. You know, that's how it
And then
feels.
you'd probably be getting less sex than in the first place.
Not.
I had to. I'm sorry.
But yeah, they feel intertwined to me. So, but I don't know. What do you sense?
But I'm sensing where I'm taking you.
Okay.
Your constructs around the concept that there is a contradiction between spirituality and sexuality have to do with thousands and thousands of years ago, women were property and children were property. And so it was a societal concern if you were fornicating.
I really feel like that's where it starts for me. Yeah. Why is it so strong in me and not other people?
No, it's really strong in a lot of people. It's really strong in a lot of people.
Like for me, it feels like a particular thorn.
Well, how were you raised? What type of family? What type of beliefs around sexuality? Did they have a conversation with you about sex? How did it go?
Well, there was a lot of shame and abuse.
So there's a particular thorn. So do you see why it's an issue for me if you're sitting up here and saying, why is it such a big issue for me, when you're like, oh, well, in my childhood there was so much shame and abuse relative to sexuality. How can you be confused about why it's an issue for you then? Because of that.
So where do I go?
By unraveling your mentality around it. This is what I'm doing. Part of awakening you to the reason that sexuality is seen as a contradiction to spirituality, thank you, religion, is because...
Feeling some resistance.
Yeah. Why?
Like we're not getting anywhere, and this isn't, I don't know, maybe this isn't it, or something like that, you know.
But this is the thing. So this is resistance, you see. What I'm handing you is a brand new way of thinking about sexuality. If you knew that the only reason that sexuality was made an enemy based on religious practices trying to maintain the property rights of a man, then can you ultimately say that that sexuality is a contradiction spiritually? Or is it a contradiction socially?
Wait, I'm not sure I heard what you just said.
Can you consider that you want to keep it wrong? Do you understand why I just asked him that? Because you can see the resistance he has to what I'm even saying right now, right? Oftentimes when it's difficult, like when I'm saying something and you're like, I don't even know what you just said, the conscious mind is saying, so we're going to take a different road. You ready?
Okay.
I want to, I'm being you, I want to keep sexuality wrong. Why?
It's safe.
So then we're fucked. I'm serious, you guys. You have to look at this. Because this obviously, if he's up here, this means it relates to you. It means that there is some aspect of your life where you have decided this is, regardless of whether it's injuring you, you've decided to plant your feet, and there's a special plant around something that you are convinced is going to assist your existence. This helps my survival. You're going to be so attached to that, it's going to be impossible to change your mind. So I'm making you aware of that aspect of yourself. It's safe. It's safe to make sexuality wrong.
It's better to just shut it down so that it doesn't make any mistakes.
Okay.
So I don't make a fool out of myself.
But if that's the decision that you can make it, there's nothing I can do about you making that decision, but it's a decision. The only thing that I can work with is somebody who's made the decision to change their mentality around something, but just doesn't really know how. That's workable. Unworkable is, I've made the decision not to change my mind about this.
Well, I really want to change my mind about it.
That's not what that part said. Like, this will be fun for you to rewatch, because...
Oh my God, I'm one of those people who's totally in resistance when he's up
Yeah.
here. Fuck! Oh my God. What the fuck? What's my problem? I can't see how sexuality isn't wrong. Like, here you are, you're very beautiful, and I'm trying to like shut it down.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just allow it.
Yes.
So what do I?
Even when somebody gives you permission to do it.
Oh my God! I'm like, well, yeah, like, so if you give me permission, I'll just like be a puddle or just do the wrong thing. I'll do the wrong thing. I'll hurt someone.
When were you taught that?
Well.
Mm-hmm. So
how do I let you?
It's like one of my favorite scenes. Like a little boy's like, exploring his little bits for the first time, right? And then like, mom comes in and is like, oh, there are angels watching. For the rest of his life, he's like. You were put at war with your sexuality very early by people who were just as terrified of their sexuality.
Yeah.
You were taught that it's bigger than you. But it's your personal energy. Sexual energy is no different than creative personal energy. You were put at odds with your own personal energy. But there has to be a decision that you're done being safe.
What?
This makes sense to you guys, right? Because
what does that look like?
Even if regardless of whether it's sexuality or something else, the person who said, like, for example, the last woman who was on stage, it was safe, you get in childhood, to give her life to everyone. She has got to be willing in order to shift to feel very unsafe. It's never going to feel safe to change a mental paradigm. So if you want me to introduce you to the path of awakening, get ready for a lifetime of terror. You're going to have to be super freaking brave. Don't worry, it's not all bad.
I feel like I'm trying to analyze so that I don't have to access it right now.
I know.
But I want to access it. I want you to help me. I want to receive help.
Why are you guys laughing? No, I'm curious because he needs the reflection. Why are you laughing?
What?
You're laughing because it's sweet? You are so in resistance, you don't even understand that I'm trying to help you as we speak.
Oh, fuck. God, I'm so critical of people who resist when they're talking to you.
Yeah.
All right, so I just have to feel it, don't I?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Well, and specifically what you have to feel is your own refusal to change your mind about sexuality right now.
I'm in touch with the part of me that feels like it's unsafe to change my mind.
How much validation have you given that part?
A little bit. Like 5% of.
Okay,
Yeah.
Feel what happens in your body. You ready? Me talking to the aspect of you that feels like it's more safe to just cut off from sexuality, right? I'm talking to that part in you. Just watch how it feels. I think, given what you've experienced, you have every reason to feel that way towards sexuality.
Oh.
Every reason. And I'm not here to try to force you to change that. That's completely up to you. You could decide, and I think it might even be healthy for you because the other parts of you I notice drag you around all day. basically tell you that you're wrong, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If you wanted to just stand up and get off the stage and say, you know what, no, I'm still committed to making sexuality wrong, that's okay.
No way.
That's actually okay.
No, I don't want that.
But you could do that.
I'm very afraid.
Ah,
Like terrified.
yeah.
I'm afraid of being killed by like the clan 3,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like one false move, I'm dead. That's how it feels.
What if that's because in your childhood there was no possibility for repair in relationship? What if it's not the reality, it's just the reality of the particular people you were with?
There was no forgiveness.
I know. Okay, so let yourself listen to this, because this is validation for why you feel the way you feel. Do you guys understand that in relationships, rupture, meaning in this moment I've lost that magic sense of connection, it's inevitable. I want everyone to sit with that because we don't accept this. We like to think that relationships, if they should happen, should never have repair. Have to happen. It's like conflict shouldn't occur. Rupture shouldn't occur. That's total BS. You will have rupture in every relationship. Therefore, what makes a relationship good is not about there being a lack of rupture. It's about repair. How is repair handled? How quickly is it handled? How much trust do you have that it can be? That is what makes a good relationship. The reason that he is in the state he's in this level of terror is because in his childhood he was in a family that did not allow for repair. When there was rupture, there was condemnation. Rupture, isolation. Rupture, now I'm going to remind you of what you did to me for 20 years. You see? So the majority of what I'm trying to teach people is repair. Repair is what makes a relationship super, super safe. That's what makes a relationship strong. It's the knowing that, like if we were in a relationship, it's the knowing that whatever happens, I have your best interests at heart and you have my best interests at heart. And as a result of that, I can't let that rupture happen for long. So we will find resolve. It's inevitable. Could you imagine that level of security in a relationship?
Yeah. At least some part of it we can. I would like that part to know it. Like part of me wants to just forget the whole thing, but like there just seems to be so many rules about rules regarding sex.
Mm-hmm.
Feels embarrassing to say.
Well, there is so many rules about sex, and it depends which group you're in, doesn't it? The rules in some society are like, never have sex ever unless procreation. Other groups, it's like, never have sex with someone other than your partner unless it's a Sunday. Like,
or unless you're I feel like it almost killed me at one point, this monogamous picture, that in order to have sex with a woman, I had to be wholly committed to her. I feel like I received that very early, and I felt like that almost killed me.
why?
Because it was so painful, and there was no
Why?
energy flowing.
Why? Why is it so painful?
I think because of the expectations involved, like this feeling that I have to fulfill a demand. I have to fulfill.
It's strings attached. And you have just defined the main reason why men get into polyamory instead of monogamy. Is because they were entrapped in relationships in childhood. And so, do you understand what commitment is?
What?
This will be an interesting conversation for everybody. Commitment. To commit is to put your energy into something. Without commitment, you have literally nothing. You cannot manifest without it. It's not possible.
Yeah.
So, to commit is to put your energy into something. When you are in a dysfunctional family home, when you commit, meaning put all your energy into something, what is the result?
The pain. Like
They own you.
rejection. And
They own you.
They own me. Fuck. Yeah, I felt owned. Like my whole life.
Yeah. So you will avoid intimacy and you will avoid commitment. You will be a commitment phobe.
I think I'm avoiding success also because I equate success with sex, like marriage.
Because it's your personal energy.
Trying to understand what do you mean?
Sexual energy and personal energy is the same thing. Success, sexual energy, same thing. It's personal energy being poured into something that's committing. You are a commitment phobe.
Oh my God.
For good
Yeah,
reason. For
yeah.
good reason.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. With no commitment, there is nothing. No manifestation. I'm talking no manifestation. Not just no relationship, like nothing.
That's
Did Blake tell you his little baseball story that he was going to talk about this morning? Blake Dyer, I hope you see your reflection.
I've often felt some similarities between you, actually. The nice guy thing.
Yeah, he's a wonderfully nice guy, just like you. He's a wonderfully nice guy who doesn't manifest shit. I love Blake. We've had a 15-year relationship. I can talk like this. Blake Dyer doesn't manifest shit. Because he doesn't want to commit. And guess what happens? This is what happens. It doesn't matter whether you are around narcissistic individuals anymore or not. Other people will make your life for you, and then you will resent them for it.
Yeah. I don't want anyone to control me, but
They will, and not even because they want to. You could be controlled by a rabbit if you have no commitment. All the rabbit has to do is make a choice.
Interesting.
I'm not kidding you. Like, if someone around you makes a choice, you're controlled. Because you're going to go with whatever they're doing. But then you're going to be in a state of rebellion against it, which, by the way, that's no more free.
Right. Yeah. Like I actually have to feel what you just said, and I know that's the truth. That's the part of me that I've been hiding from other people. I didn't want them to see it. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, well, you ready for this? We all saw it today. You made a huge leap because you're sitting. Look at how many people are witness to this. You just got had.
I got had? What? See, like even you saying that, I'm like, no.
Yeah, but it's happened. You got to accept that. We've all seen it. We all saw your shadow. It's done. You're exposed as a person who can't commit. No, but look at us. See, like, I'm joking with you, but at the same time, I get it. I can stand up here and say, Blake Dyer doesn't manifest shit. But I can also say, and I get entirely why. Looking at his childhood, looking at everything that he went through, looking at his preferences today, I understand it. So it's not like you can't manifest shit and so you're such a horrible, pitiful person.
That's how it feels.
I know, because that's what you were taught to feel. I'm giving you a different experience in the room today. It's exposure of shadows with the understanding of the shadow.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
calling it out and saying, and let's be here with it.
Like I have this feeling that like I've been protecting that part of me with like a knife, like just
Yes.
stabbing anyone
Yes.
who came near it.
Which is what you just tried to do when I just tried to change your attitude about sexuality.
I did it to you.
Yeah. But this is
When? All right.
about a half an hour ago. But this is the healing you need today. It's to own the fact that you are somebody who has a very difficult time committing to anything.
All right.
And it's not even about fixing it right now, because if you try to fix it right now, you're making it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain something else to the group. Self-help backfires a lot because it's very difficult to try to change something without having the attitude towards that thing be a disapproval. If I walk up to him and the attitude I'm giving him is, I really just want to fix you because you're so messed up.
Part of me likes that.
And what about the other part?
The other part feels I'm not even accessing that right now.
Okay, well, that's a bigger issue, but
Yeah.
the majority of people, if you walk up to
Fix
them...
all my problems.
Well, yeah, but it's because you don't want responsibility. This is the pattern with people who don't want to commit. It takes intense amounts of responsibility to commit. If you commit, you can't blame anyone else. It's not possible. If you commit, it's like, yeah, I freaking chose that. Like, hook, line, and sinker. So even the lack of responsibility is a refusal to commit. But for the average person, if you approach them with the attitude of, you need to fix yourself because of X, Y, Z, how are they going to feel about that? So self-help often backfires because it's a very different frequency. We're working with nuances, but it is a very different frequency when you approach a shift because you love yourself and want to help yourself in some way. Is a very different frequency than, I want this to change. So you're so not okay with the aspect of you that doesn't want to be responsible, so not okay with the aspect of you that doesn't want to commit, that trying to change it right now is coming from a self-hating space that will backfire.
So I love it. Right.
If you can, yeah. But like that, I'm not asking you to graduate all the way there. My God, if you're capable of that, then maybe you should be teaching instead.
You're right.
So I'm not requiring you to love it. I'm requiring you to see it as valid. I'm requiring you to consider for a moment being gentle with the part of you who wants to not commit, who wants zero responsibility, to think that maybe it has a valid reason why. I mean, if you experience committing and having your arm cut off when you commit in that way, because that's, you see what I'm saying? Like to commit is to put all your energy into something. So if you've experienced committing and then it was like, wham, of course you're going to have a panic attack around committing.
Yeah.
See, and this is Blake. I mean, in his childhood, he committed to individuals that didn't give a shit back. So now in his life, same as in your life, I'm not really going to go one way or the other. And what he needs, the same thing as what you need, is to spend some serious, gentle time with that part. The terror and the trauma behind not ever wanting to put your hand in the glass again.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should be friends. Well, seriously, like sometimes what the universe does, if you can't understand, if you can't see yourself clearly enough, it's like, here is your mirror. Go play.
Like I'm seeing myself fenced in by, and the fence is the word wrong.
You are, yes, and you are fighting like crazy. Do you feel him fighting? Do you feel the parts of you that fight like this? Because we all have these aspects. You are fighting me like crazy up here on stage.
Ah, man, my image was that we were going to have this authentic conversation, but we are. So I don't know. I was like, I want to have an authentic conversation with you.
This is authentic. You're being authentic about your resistance. It's being flushed to the surface for sure. Yeah. You represent the part of us that is terrified to commit. And as a result, is not moving at all. And is wondering why year after year everything is the same.
Yeah. I've given myself permission to have very slow movement. Like
Okay.
decades.
Well, so here is your next slow movement. You need to be spending time with the part of you who doesn't want to commit with compassion for it. Conscious awareness of it and compassion for it.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
That is your assignment. Sound good?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.